Okay. Are we actually good? Have I given it enough time to start? Oh, finally. Well, hello. Good afternoon, folks. We're back on some more Triple Z. And gonna do as much as I can this afternoon before I head off to work. I'm currently in the midst of a story. It's the A and B epilogue where we finally meet Mr. Hugo. And we also started talking to the master of Victoria Housekeeping, who's actually the mayor of New Eridu, and apparently is, far as I can tell, basically acting as like the Sirius Black equivalent character for Bell and Wise. And we're trying to go and get a MacGuffin from an auction hosted by Tops, the multimedia conglomerate, the one that employs Astra. And trying to go in there and get the thing. And Hugo is helping us out for whatever reason. And so on and so forth. So that's basically the gist of it. Forgive me, I'm kind of like multitasking at the moment. So, yeah, that's basically the gist of it all. Forgive me, I was responding, I was commenting on a post made by Dia Riku, an Italian VTuber I really like. Dukomi, a major anime and manga convention, happened. It's one that apparently happens in Germany, I think? And basically what happened was Dia had been invited there, among others like Yoklesh, or Yochi for short, and a bunch of others. Mitsu Arts is another one I really like. Mitsu's not a VTuber like Dia and Yoch, but makes a lot of cultured art all the same. And when Dia went there, she had made arrangements for a lot of her merch to be shipped to the convention, but the classic government bureaucracy and corporate mismanagement fucked her over. So I was kind of like showing my condolences and hope it never happens again. I would love for Dia Riku and Yochi and Mitsu to come to MegaCon in Orlando, Florida someday. Wouldn't that be the dream? So, I think I've meandered long enough, and YouTube is behaving, finally, after being very stubborn with showing streams. So, what do you say we get to the next part of Bury Your Tears with the past, part A? We met Hugo, we talked to the mayor, the boss of, aka the boss of Victoria Housekeeping, and we gotta go get him a sacrificial MacGuffin. One that apparently is so important that it could potentially make it where ethereals can operate outside of the holodomes, and we can't allow that now, can we? So let's continue where we left off. Now that we sorted out the invitation, let's get some good rest and get ready for the auction. This was where I stopped last time. Seemed like a good enough spot, especially since after I cut off the stream, I decided to play off screen a bit And I went and did more into the Pale Wasteland stuff, unlocked basically everything, did the 3 exploration maps, and managed to find stuff that I missed previously. And so I did that. And because I had gotten a nice repertoire of new characters, such as Lycaon, who's extremely useful being an ice stunner to balance out uh, with Sukaku, as well as Astra with her healing. I was able to go and do a lot of level 40 stuff in the Scott Outpost and get that over with, but I'm still gonna have to do Path of the Proxy 3 at some point if I want to level up to 50 and be able to do more of the stuff there and the side missions I haven't finished yet because they're much more higher leveled. So a little bit of this and that, and I'm running on fumes when it comes to the polychromes, and I really, really, really need... I'm really, really hoping to get Yixuan. I need to rewatch the trailers with her in there so I can fully comprehend, pronunciate her name better, more accurately. Alright, so auction time. And I'm not going to bother with character dates for today because I just want to focus on this instead. Auction time. Your invitation has been confirmed, esteemed guest. Would you like to enter the private suite now? Yes. Wow, this private suite is really impressive. It's quite fancy here. No wonder the invitation was so hard to get. Looks like we're a bit early. Lycon and the others haven't arrived yet. Why, shall we look around first? We can also try some very expensive-looking desserts and drinks. Meanwhile, a pleading voice suddenly comes from nearby. Please help me, I really have no other choice. Wise, it looks like something's happening over there. Let's go check it out.
Lies. Deception. Betrayal.
It's Vivian.
I see swirling mist, shrouding the truth in a deep, enigmatic haze. Found you. Chosen one.
Chosen ones in plural. So we finally meet with Vivian. So, who's the lady and the little lady? Esteemed guest, would you like to return to Lumina Square? No, not right now. Very nice thigh highs you got there. Ooh, so this is what the inside of it looks like. And look at that, we got a nice view of the outside. I will give the developers that. They are quite thorough. They don't just bleach down the windows with heavy tinting or nonsense. Like, you see games with windows, and it's still even now with windows and mirrors, and it's just like, wow, they did not even bother to put reflection or anything. Auction host. There's Lycon. So, Mira and Sienna. Nice names for nice people. So, we officially are meeting our vampire gothic Lolita right here. And, yep. I have a very, very strong feeling she is actually the sister or half-sister to Hugo, because, hello, similar vampire look with the pointy ears, too. So...
You are exactly as I thought you'd be.
What do you mean by the chosen one? What are you talking about?
Chosen one? What's that? Sounds like something from a tacky novel that was popular a decade ago.
Words can only convey so much. So it's understandable if what I say doesn't make sense to you now.
I wonder if we'll also get context for the whole... Is this where she officially meets Wise and Belle and gets obsessed with them? Or was there a hidden backstory where we helped her out a while ago? Well, we'll find out the context.
But you'll know what I mean soon enough.
Young lady, I know you might think I'm lying, but... I'm telling the truth. That item was my late husband's keepsake. I had to pawn it due to financial difficulties.
Yeesh.
But I can't bear to see it auctioned away to who knows where. I'd never be able to get it back. Please help me bid for it. There's a hidden flaw in that item. If you point it out during inspection, it will be withdrawn from the auction and returned to the pawn shop. That way you won't have to pay for it. In return, I'll offer you some compensation. It may not be much, but it's all I can manage. Please.
Mom, please don't cry. Your story might be genuine, but your intention is not. Besides, this has nothing to do with me. Your misfortune is not my concern.
Young lady, you don't look like you're struggling for money. How can you be so cold-hearted? I'm sure this refined individual here feels the same way.
Huh? Are you referring to me?
Yes, you. If you're willing, could you please...
Well, I have more than enough Denny's,
The
so...
auction is about to start. I'm not sure how you gained entry, but I'm sure you don't want to be driven out with your daughter. And you?
Young lady's indifferent gaze turns towards you.
Here's a little piece of advice. Don't let your sympathy easily sway you in an auction like this. Otherwise, you might get swindled. I'm Vivian, by the way. Pleasure to meet you.
Dear guests, the auction will begin shortly. Please make your way to the venue.
I mean, she has a point. If this lady is struggling for cash,
Not
how
much
did she come
longer
in?
until it's mine.
Did she use a credit card, maybe? I don't know. Are you alright? It seems you were caught up in some dispute just now. I'm fine. Then I'm relieved. Actually, I overheard parts of the conversation. Forgive me for speaking bluntly, but it's rather strange to have guests like that mother and daughter at this auction. Perhaps, as the mysterious Miss Vivian said, they didn't enter through regular means. There may be more to this. But let's return to the auction. If you're interested in any particular item, you can bid on it. Master will cover the bill for you. Really? Rest assured, his budget is quite sufficient. Regular auction items should not be a problem. Unless other parties also set their sights on that item we wanted. Should that happen, we'll adapt accordingly. I trust in your wisdom. During the conversation with Lycaon, a sudden unexpected guest appears beside you. Uh-oh. What a small world. So you've got a new companion today. Where's that obnoxious blonde boy from last time? Oh, obnoxious blonde boy. It's a long story. I didn't expect someone of your caliber to be able to attend this auction. If Master Edmund finds out, he'll make sure to investigate where you got that invitation from. I'm so tempted to give him the Linkara Superboy Prime voice, but I fear that's probably going to wear me out and tire my voice out faster than normal, so I'm kind of, like, apprehensive about it. To give an example of what I mean, if Master Investigate where you got the invitation from. Yeah, that. I don't know if I can do it without getting worn out and blowing my voice box. Who's that? You don't even know who Master Edmund is. He's a prominent figure in top, someone with the authority to speak on behalf of them. Master Edmund will also attend the auction, and he has an extremely noble mark on his forehead that anyone who sees it will remember. What, does he have a giant tack on his head or something? Tisk, why am I wasting my breath? You wouldn't understand anyway. Better pray we don't set our sights on the same auction items. You'll have no chance at winning. After exchanging those harsh words, Curtis hurriedly leaves. Master, that gentleman just now seems very hostile towards you. It looks like you two have some history. However, it's getting late. Let's head into the venue. Well, we have our main item. I could help Miss Sienna out here and help get her item back. I mean, I'm swimming in Denny anyway. Might as well do it. Esteemed guest, please present your invitation. Hold on, let me go around, make sure there's nothing else to do. Oh, an espresso machine. Can we have a little cup of joe? Your invitation has been confirmed. Welcome to the auction. Please follow me. You enter the auction venue. First half features a variety of items, but none are what you're looking for. There's a strange yet amusing golden bamboo statue. Fortunately, your budget allows you to try bidding for it. The good news is you only have one opponent. The bad news is the guy is Curtis. You'll have to take him down just like last time. For some reason, the mysterious Miss Vivian also seems intrigued by this bidding and comes to our side.
He may be from the Ravenlock family, but he's been entering the lottery in secret. His financial situation might not be too great right now.
Ugh, what rotten luck. I didn't expect to see you here. I won't back down this time.
Should I mess with him?
Aren't you that bigwig from the Ravenlock clan? Surprised to see you at the same auction as us commoners.
This is the top auction in the industry. I really don't know how you got an invitation, but I doubt it was through legitimate means.
You seem a bit hesitant. His accusation isn't true, is it?
You should just give up already. I'm dead set on getting this item.
Let's see who comes out on top in the end. A Ravenlock losing to a commoner like us. It wouldn't look good, would it?
I don't think that's working.
Right. So for the honor of the Ravenlocks, I can't lose!
Trying to provoke him backfired.
Okay. Let's not rush into inflating the price. Seems like it's just the two of us interested in the item. Why don't we discuss this in private first?
No matter what, I won't back down.
Ugh, I didn't expect you to be so determined.
Okay, so clearly being more tough is his weakness.
This is the perfect moment to shake your opponent.
You're really stubborn, huh? Is it really worth arguing over such a small collectible?
Try raising your bid slightly.
The current price seems a bit too high. Maybe we should raise it even more.
Are you for real? I had no clue commoners were so wealthy these days. Fine, alright, I'm out.
Well done. It stayed at a reasonable price.
You beat Curtis and win the bid.
Regardless, congratulations on your winning bid.
So it's a little clunky, but there seems to be a character match thing going on, like Pathologic or LA Noir, where depending on what option you choose to match the personality, you end up beating him. At least that's what I'm understanding.
Though, in my opinion, its aesthetic style is a bit ahead of its time. But as long as you like it, that's what matters. After all, the true value of art is in the love people invest in it.
The next item is truly exceptional. The final creation of a legendary artist, the only one of its kind in all of New Eridu. The artist's tale is quite fascinating. Unrecognized during his lifetime, his works were discovered by art collectors after his death and became hugely popular. Because of this, authentic works are few and far between, making each one incredibly precious. And this stunning final piece, anyone who loves his work won't want to miss it. Without further ado, let's get started! Starting bid, 200 million dennies!
If I can get it for under 500 million, I can still turn a profit. 300 million!
If I'm not mistaken, Wise, isn't that the item the woman asked Vivian to bid on?
Yeah, that's the one. If our budget allows, perhaps we should.
1 billion.
Whoa.
Even if his final piece is a collectible of this quality, starting at $1 billion right off the bat.
So Vivian is doing it anyway, huh?
Since she doesn't have to earn her own money, any bid is just a number to her.
How rich is this chick?
Was that Vivian? Wow, she just said, "Don't let your sympathy sway you," then went ahead and bid anyways.
Yeah, but she can literally afford not to take her own advice.
Ooh, this elegantly dressed lady certainly has refined taste and deep pockets. So, is anyone ready to challenge this young lady? Invest in the legacy of a talented artist who left us too soon. Its value could double in the future.
I'd advise against it. I'm going to bid on this no matter the price tonight.
This young lady is certainly very confident. Our time is almost up at $1 billion. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. Sold for $1 billion. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the first half of the auction. Please feel free to unwind in the lounge for a bit, as more treasures await in the second half.
We're halfway done already? A rather abstract thingamajig. Statue you acquired is indeed extraordinary. I've previously helped clients acquire similarly distinctive statues. Was it a client from your time as an attendant? Yes, as an attendant, it's only natural to fulfill the employer's wishes. Is this thing a good investment? Well, in terms of this collectible's commercial value, it's not exactly a good deal, but if you like it, then it's the greatest value. Miss Vivian also seems to have a keen eye for collectibles. It's a bit concerning. Talk to Vivian. Mysterious guest. Ah. Okay, so no thigh-high stockings this time. But the white hair... Oh, I have a weakness for that. So it's raven hair and pure white platinum hair that I really have a weakness for. Master Hartman, you've come as well? I have something important to bid on. Curse it, I have no idea who the seller behind this thing is and why they insist on going through the auction process. They said there was like a mark on his forehead, right? Well, I don't see anything. Did you lie to me, game?
The coffee here is drinkable.
Did you lie to me, game?
Why are there so many unfamiliar faces around? I thought this was for regulars only.
Stop talking! Anyway, there's no mark on his forehead as far as I can tell. Is it something else? Did you lie to me, game? Did you lie to my fucking face? Maybe it's the hair. Maybe that's what it is.
You have a strange look on your face. Despite her ruthless exterior, she's actually quite kind-hearted. Though you wouldn't dare think that, would you?
So, Vivian played us for a fool. She was going to help that lady out anyway.
How did you know?
Looks like I hit the mark. Just to clarify, I didn't assist that woman out of kindness. Nor do I plan on giving up the item I just purchased.
Okay.
Because it's nothing more than a common scam.
A scam, eh?
A scam? So you're saying that woman is a fraudster?
They'll tell you a tragic story, begging you to help bid on a collectible at a high price. They promise a reward and guarantee the item will be withdrawn from the auction, so you think you won't have to pay anything.
It's a trap.
But the reality is, once you bid, the deal is done. No going back. And you end up shelling out a hefty sum for something worthless.
So why did you still bid on it?
So why did you still bid on the item?
I really enjoyed the story of that legendary artist. Art, at its essence, sells stories, doesn't it?
So she wasn't the wife of the owner?
I'm willing to pay the price for the stories I choose.
I don't know.
That's another lie. Looks like you believed me.
I didn't really believe you.
Let me give you another piece of advice. Appearances can be deceiving.
Indeed.
People often mask their true intentions. Sometimes, what you can't see is the real truth.
Vivian suddenly approaches, blinks, and silently mouths two words. Master Proxy. She knows your identity.
I hope next time you'll accept my invitation, and not that of these pretenders. I'll see you soon, my friend of many secrets.
We just met, well, technically. Well, not really. I technically, well, have been using her in my agent list, so...
The second half of the auction is about to begin. Please make your way to the venue.
So... But chronologically, technically, yes, this is our first time meeting, and I'm like, we've only just now gotten acquainted. I'm not your friend, or your boyfriend, yet. Esteemed guests, the second half of the auction is about to begin. Would you like to enter? Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back!
It's a Hugo boss outfit.
Up next in our auction is tonight's showpiece, the one-of-a-kind Robe of Heroes!
With a very, very tall collar. A triple layer collar. Okay.
Legend has it that, long ago, this was a garment that only a hero could wear. What's truly fascinating is the unique gem embedded in the collar of this robe. It's unlike any gem I've ever seen. Almost magical.
It looks kind of dorky to me. The sacrifice core. A weird core extracted from a sacrifice, radiating an ominous aura. Seems to be hiding a mysterious power. So this is the thing attached to it more than anything. So it's not the uniform itself that's important. It's what's attached to the uniform that's important.
Wise, that gem's probably what we're looking for.
Such an important item, yet it's just there on a piece of clothing, completely unprotected.
How gaudy.
This auction sure is busy. There's people of all sorts
whether they belong or not.
Robe of Heroes. What a tacky name. Nonetheless, I'll secure it. In the name of the Ravenlock family.
Yes, I see it.
Uh-oh.
Seems authentic.
Who's the mystery woman?
Of course. I'll keep an eye on it.
After some intense bidding, only 2 contenders remain, you and Hartman, the current head of the Ravenlock family. Who is the mysterious woman? It was definitely not Vivian, too mature.
I didn't expect this to drag on so long.
So long, it's only been 20 minutes. At most.
I believe there is no meaning in continuing this senseless bidding war. Frankly,
Well,
wasting time irks me more than squandering money. So, my friend, let's cut to the chase. What did you have in mind?
This man is pretty shrewd. Maybe I should match his energy.
which sounds more shrewd?
Perhaps a better question should be, what can you offer me?
The ball's in my court now. Good. I enjoy conversing with people of sufficient intelligence. There are more antiques in this auction than just the robe. Why rush into this? You might find something else you prefer.
I'm not a collector, so I'm not into antiques. That robe just caught my eye.
I want the gem.
In that case, how about we strike a deal? All I want is that gem. So, if you cease bidding now, I'll take the gem and you can have the rest of the robe. How does that sound?
He called our bluff.
The Ravenlock family always gets what they desire. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask around.
What a coincidence. I, too, always get what I want.
You're quite confident.
You know when to stand your ground. Well done.
My time is valuable, my friend. I've already lost a significant amount of dennies talking to you. If I offer you a token of appreciation, let's say a hefty sum of dennies, would you consider backing out of this bid?
In that case, if I were to give you a hefty sum of dennies, would you back down?
I fear my price is beyond your means. It's been a while since someone dared speak to me like that. All right, since I can't sway you, we'll have to settle this with our financial power. But let me be clear. No matter how high it goes, I won't back down.
Drat. Though the mayor gave us a substantial amount of dennies, I have a feeling it won't be enough to win against someone with this amount of financial power.
After a round of intense bidding, Hartman secures the Robe of Heroes at a high price.
Thank you, everyone. It appears I'm the final winner of this auction after all. Well, I'll be taking this masterpiece with me. Of course. I must extend my sincere gratitude to all of you.
Damn it, we almost won! Ugh, Denny grabbing jerks.
So would I have lost this anyway? Because that's what it feels like.
I got a message from Hugo. He wants us to... look up?
What happened?
Why'd the lights go out?
She knows something.
What's going on? The power went out?
Mommy! I'm scared!
He knows something's up too.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's auction. My apologies for the long and dreary opening.
So was this supposed to happen anyway, regardless of what I did?
Losers always have a lot to say.
That guy looks familiar.
Uh-oh, Lycaon.
Is that...
What are you all standing around for? Someone deal with this intruder!
How uncouth. I'm simply here to reclaim what's rightfully mine.
You! When did you?
Well then, tonight's show is coming to an end. I wish you all a lovely evening. Yours truly, Mockingbird.
After him! Catch that thief, or forget about getting paid tonight!
So Vivian clearly knows what's going on. And
I can't believe he's here. And his target happens to be that core, too.
And Lycaon, we already knew, knows him from that little flashback he had a while ago before he lost his eye and his legs.
Forgive me, Master Proxy, but that... Mockingbird and I have... history.
Yeah, we know. We touched upon that in his agent story with that lilac girl.
You might find it surprising, but I know him too.
You do?
Fairly recently. You brief Lycaon about your encounter with Hugo, and you emphasize that you had no intention of keeping him in the dark.
I see. So that's how you know him. Years ago, we founded Mockingbird, the Phantom Thieves Syndicate. Things started off well. We were young, with naive ideals and lofty goals, and we pursued what we thought was right. But one night, that all changed. There may have been signs of what was to come, but no one noticed them at the time, or perhaps we chose to ignore them. Eventually, I left Mockingbird and accepted the olive branch extended by the mayor. The separation was, shall we say, less than amicable. And my dearest friend became my sworn enemy. Master Proxy, if I may ask, what do you think of Hugo?
He doesn't come across as a villain to me. Despite how he helped me, something feels off.
Though he helped us before, and he seems pretty nice, I can't help but feel something's off. He is a part of Mockingbird, after all.
Mockingbird has changed from how we envisioned it. And Hugo, too, No, it's nothing. In any case, he is very dangerous. I'm still unsure of his intentions, but we cannot risk letting him have the sacrifice core. Based on my past experiences, I can likely predict the route he'll take to evade his pursuers and escape. However, this path lies within the Hollow. Master Proxy, can you...
Let's head straight there. I'm feeling pretty strong right now.
Very well. Please, follow me then.
So we're going on a little chase. Okay, someone tired out over here. Master, it's in this direction. If we enter the hollow from here, we should be able to track him down. By the way, how about your sibling? She's already gone home. That's good to hear. Worry not. I'll ensure your safety at all times within the hollow. You're not going to fight him, are you? I hope it won't come to that. But how it actually goes depends on his attitude. Master Proxy, if you're ready, let's enter the hollow now. There he goes.
As I thought, Hugo really is here. When we were still working together, he would often choose routes that were difficult to attack, yet easy to defend. Master Proxy, the layout of the port is complex. Ethereals may jump out from any corner. Do be extra careful.
Nothing hiding in the luggage. I guess not.
There are so many ethereals. They don't seem to be phasing him at all.
Oh, I am loath to admit it. That man is quite formidable.
I mean, he's got a scythe in a suitcase. Just...
Goodbye, my friends.
Pay his
So...
provocations no heed.
I mean, he's got a Devil May Cry
No worries.
Iron Man...
We've dealt with minor obstacles like this before.
He's got a Devil May Cry Iron Man suitcase that turns into a scythe. I'd say he's pretty formidable. Or just has very deep pockets. Master Proxy, the container console here has been destroyed by Hugo. He really went to great lengths to block our path. But don't worry, once we find the specified container console, we'll be able to repair it. Master Proxy, take care of this container console. Taking care of this console will allow us to proceed forward. Let's repair it quickly.
Careful, or you'll get hurt.
No shit.
I'm not going to let you have your way. That Master Proxy. That's one of Hugo's weapons. Make sure to avoid it. It may look like a coin, but it's actually a dart. Stands, he carries around a briefcase. He's extremely familiar with this place.
Carries around a briefcase with a scythe and...
Master Proxy, dragging this out will only be to our disadvantage. Let's proceed through here post-haste.
I need more health.
Evade, now! Stay calm now. Stand still. The mechanism here isn't damaged. It's still functioning normally.
Took out the other facehugger. Or...
Something's not right.
Actually, no. It looks more like a Plagas parasite.
It feels too easy. Almost as if they let us through on purpose.
From... It looks like that they... Actually, no. It looks more like the Las Plagas parasites from Resident Evil 4 more than anything. Can't do that. No health, no polychromes. Can't go there.
What's the rush, my friend? We still have plenty of time.
Ugh, we've played right into his hands. He's taken the opportunity to run off again. Is this a thief's escape ability? You're right. These are skills honed through countless practical experiences, and he's very good at this. If I'm not mistaken, the direction Hugo has just escaped to should be the area above where we first entered this hollow. Master Proxy, let's hurry and catch up. So basically, he led us in a circle.
This must be the right way. Not to worry, Master Proxy. We'll be able to catch up to him soon.
Prepare this console as you did before. Hugo hasn't gone far yet.
It should be this way.
Lycaon pauses momentarily. In the distance, a group of heavily armed figures emerge.
Are they from the auction? No, they shouldn't be able to track Hugo here. They're likely just hollow raiders. Back then, Hugo would typically retreat into a hollow after securing the goods. And as his partner, I'd be responsible for leading the pursuers astray. I'm unsure if he has a partner now, or who they might be if he does.
He must have a new partner, or he seems to be alone.
He was alone the entire time when he approached us before.
I see. That's good. It means he must be carrying that core himself. Regardless, Master Proxy, let's steer clear of those hollow raiders for now. Although I'm confident in my ability to defeat them, a clash here might delay us and jeopardize your safety. Our main focus now is locating Hugo and retrieving the gem. Evade, now! Stand still. Stay calm now. He should be nearby.
I wonder how I got my health back. Because I didn't run into any health containers. Maybe the game just gave it to me or something. I have a feeling, even if I had won the auction, or I don't think it would have mattered. I think it was pre-scripted. Very sure it was all pre-scripted to lead us to this.
Long time no see, traitor.
Uh-oh.
It was you who broke the oath, not me.
You haven't changed, pompous and self-righteous.
Beyond reason!
Both of you, enough already!
Oh shit.
Master Proxy.
Are you all right, Master Proxy? Any injuries?
I don't know if Bao the whale has kept up with the game since she last played it, because I remember she was very, very giddy for Lycaon. But if she hasn't, well, I can only imagine how much squealing she would make if she saw Lycaon make that fearsome expression. She'd probably be going like, he's so baby girl, hee hee, like she did with Ghost from Call of Duty. I can just imagine it. She'd probably, or she'd be like how she did with Blythe from Elden Ring, where she was like, thank you! Either way, I can imagine. But seriously, yeah. Lycaon is quite dignified, so seeing him get all werewolf mode like that, like, oh boy, he's serious. He took that traitor accusation personally. Am I alright? Any injuries? Well, I nearly lost my head, so I'd be a little worn out from shock, too. Just forgot how tall I was.
I'm fine. I just forgot I wasn't using EOS. I thought your attacks would just go over my head. I'm not used to being this tall, I guess.
Nope. They would have gone off with your head.
Rest assured, manager, my blade has always been steady. I'll never point my weapon at my allies, especially not you. As for that oath, he has no sense of control in the heat of battle, even turning on his own comrades.
I'd thank you not to spread lies.
What? Are you denying it? I merely spoke the truth, didn't I?
Okay, so how about we all sit down in my office and everyone gives their side of the story, and then find if there's a third party who can verify everything. Vivian. At that moment, the Hollow Raiders you encountered earlier close in on you. We didn't encounter them, actually.
Thought we were in for a tough day, but it seems we struck gold in the end. If you value your lives, you better hand over all your etheric resources and any other valuables you've got.
Ugh, Tiny with the voice.
I have no conflict with you, gentlemen. I'm here for personal reasons, not to mine ether resources.
So, we're gonna go fight him, are we? Of course. Okay, my voice is still carrying through the microphone. Good.
Cut the crap. It's been a rough day, and we need something to make it right.
So does everyone have a rough day.
Whatever your business is, pay your dough or bite the dust.
Hey, I'll give you half of it. Lord knows I'm swimming in it.
Pay our dough. This is the Hollow. You're not claiming this Hollow as your own, are you? Not even the current mayor of New Eridu would dare to make that assertion. Am I correct, Mr. Mayflower Watchdog?
You sure have a mouth on you, pretty boy. Don't push it. We've buried idiots like you in the Hollow before, and soon you'll be joining them.
I'd urge you to reconsider.
Huh?
Unfortunately, your kind advice has come too late. They've already worn my patience thin.
Oh boy. Hugo swiftly deals with the Hollow Raiders.
Oh, help me!
We don't even get to play as Hugo. I'm guessing they hadn't figured him out yet, or he wasn't ready to be played yet. I don't know.
Scared? Then perhaps you should think twice before you act.
Then again, we did see the little tiger girl out in Scott Outpost long before Season 2 ever was given the full announcement, so who knows? Probably keeping it all close to the chest. Well, Hugo is available to Hugo technically was available to play for the past half a month already, so
You've made your bed. Now lie in it.
Sorry! I'm so sorry! Please have mercy!
Spare us! We won't do it again!
Mercy! Mercy!
Are you quite done blowing off steam? Don't kill them. I'll hand them over to public security once we're out of...
Who do you think you are to tell me what to do? They weren't planning to show you any mercy, yet you forgive them so easily.
Quite the merciless streak he has.
You haven't changed at all over the years, Lycaon. To hell with you and your foolish fantasies of being some almighty savior.
I don't think being an almighty savior is his thing. I think he just has a code of conduct.
Haven't you learned your lesson from what happened with your eye and legs?
Uh-oh.
My principles remain unshaken. No one has the right to take another's life.
Sinners deserve punishment. Do you know how many lives they've taken? I'm merely delivering the justice the world needs.
Okay, so we have ourselves Lycaon basically being werewolf Batman versus Hugo, who's Pegasus mixed with the Shadow mixed with Robin Hood.
It is not our place to pass judgment. I know I will not sway you. There's no point in continuing this argument. I will stop you. I always will.
Go ahead and try.
Are we gonna fight him?
I will defeat you. I always will.
We're gonna fight him, aren't we?
Be prepared to kneel before me, traitor.
You talk too much.
Yep, we're fighting him.
Take this.
Ow.
Proxy, I'd advise against trusting anyone from the Mayflower family.
Do you two have to fight?
Ready to continue.
My apologies, dear manager, but I'm itching to teach him a lesson.
Shut
With this power,
out of my way.
Stay calm now.
Oh, we beat him. He gone. Well, we beat him. No wonder they didn't want us to play as him just yet. They wanted us to fight him first. Huh, no music. That rarely ever happens. After Hugo leaves, Lycaon goes silent, as if lost in his memories.
Worry not. Mastery of my skills will come in time. But there's something more important I would like to teach you. Something about faith.
Jack. So I'm guessing this is the guy that taught them both what they know, right? Damn, I will admit, Lycaon is pretty handsome. You know, pre-injury, I will say. Again, Bow the Whale, she would be gooning like no tomorrow if she saw this.
Does a phantom thief even need faith?
You gotta have a little faith sometimes.
Of course. What else would we fight for?
For wealth, fame, and power to stand at the top, so nothing and no one.
What about What about friendship and love and brotherhood and all that?
For wealth, fame, and power to stand at the top, so nothing and no one can imprison us.
I talked over it.
Isn't that what everyone desires? Or perhaps by faith, do you mean something asinine and empty, like justice, dreams, or friendship?
Yes.
Hilarious. Grow up, Lycaon. It's time to let go of your naive fantasies of being some almighty savior.
You just don't get it.
All right, enough squabbling. What I'm trying to teach you is very simple. I may not walk the path of justice, but I do not walk the path of evil.
So, basically, solid neutral.
There's too much injustice in this world, and there are times when it becomes necessary to right those wrongs with unconventional methods. Taking lives, however, is out of the question. Life is a precious gift, one that nobody has the right to steal. No one should have the authority to judge whether another lives or dies. Keep that in mind.
I will.
You don't seem convinced, Hugo.
As you mentioned, this world is unjust. That's why we must strive to bring fairness to this world. Those who cause harm should face consequences, just as those who take lives should.
So, it's like optimism versus pessimism. Lycaon's the optimist, Hugo's the pessimist.
But not all lives hold the same value. Sometimes, you may need to eliminate one if it means saving more.
Ruthless calculus.
You're too proud. Your pride may lead you astray.
I have my own path and beliefs, Jack. I'll determine for myself what's fair and unfair.
Hey, watch your mouth. If it weren't for Jack, you'd be dead already.
You're a smart kid, Hugo. Skilled too. You could easily take the life of a sinner. However, what if one day you found out you were wrong? What if that so-called sinner were innocent? Could you bring them back to life?
And what if that sinner was repentant and wanted to do, good? Redemption and all that?
I wouldn't make that mistake.
To err is human. Everyone is bound to make mistakes. It's good you are open with your thoughts. I just don't want your troubled past to weigh you down. Because your hatred doesn't define you. It only eats away at you.
Are you okay, Lycaon? You've been quiet for a while.
My apologies, Master Proxy. I was just reminded of some past memories. Before Hugo and I founded Mockingbird, we had a mentor, Jack. He took us under his wing when we were in dire straits, imparting his skills and life lessons. But Hugo didn't agree with his viewpoints. Perhaps our paths were always fated to diverge.
I've been curious for a while now. What caused you two to split?
Differences in idealism.
Mockingbird faced numerous triumphs, but also setbacks. And one of them was a disastrous one.
The one that probably disfigured Lycaon, I'm assuming.
Hugo. You...
Uh-oh. What happened? There's bodies and blood all over the place.
Was this you? All this?
So what if it was?
Have you gone crazy? Have you been planning this all along? You'd bury all these lives in the name of vengeance?
They deserve to die.
Okay, Paxton Fettle.
Especially my so-called father. I should have killed him a long time ago. A really long time ago.
Okay, so abusive mother and abusive father. He did not have a good childhood, did he?
You know what, Lycaon? There's some people whose only purpose in life is to bring more suffering into this world.
Like communists?
Sometimes murder is what brings justice back into this world.
F commies.
And for that, I must stain these hands in blood.
Okay. He's getting a little edgy.
Enough! I can't trust anything you say anymore. I'm leaving Mockingbird, now!
Yeah, Hugo turned into a murderer. Like, not even Punisher. Like, no. He just went and threw a tantrum of a very, very bad kind. He for all of his mockery of Lycaon being, a wolf and, watchdog and all that. If anything, it makes Hugo look like he's a mad dog.
Where are you going?
Anywhere. Someone from the Mayflowers got in touch with me before.
Are you mad? You know what those hypocrites in city administration are like. They're no different from tops. We fought them together all this time, and now you're leaving to serve as their lapdog.
So, guard dog or rabid dog? Which one?
Are you going to turn your back on Mockingbird? Turn your back on me?
The mayor is different from the others. But it doesn't matter. I'm not going to even try convincing you.
Yeah, they'd be going in circles.
As your friend, I'll give you one last piece of advice. Please, stop here. Otherwise, the day will come where your hatred and ambition will consume you. My apologies, Master Proxy, that you had to hear such an unpleasant tale. Hugo came from a powerful family, and his relationship with them was always strained, especially with his own father. So much so that Hugo wanted to personally put an end to him. After shouldering a mountain of injustice, Hugo ran away from home. That's when Jack and I met him.
So, he is a rich kid eking out a living as a thief due to being very jaded with his original lot in life.
And that setback that Mockingbird suffered turned out to be intimately connected to his family. I had thought it was just a normal mission, when in fact he was plotting revenge.
Yeah, he didn't just commit revenge, he committed abject murder, all things considered. It's like there's justice and then there's this.
He took advantage of me and everyone else there. I do not mean to pass judgment on him and his decision, but I refuse to accept a partner who is willing to trample over other people's lives for their own desires.
Like, on one hand, I don't disagree that there's people in power who deserve to be given, the full boot equivalent to what they've dished out, like the Clintons, Soroses, commies, especially the rich champagne ones who do not practice what they preach and like to watch the world burn at our expense. But at the same time, where is there a limit? And Hugo clearly went past that limit. Where it really wasn't like just going after an actual maybe not a great people, it's likely not, but still, it's like, what gave him the right to basically go and commit literal murder with a whole bunch of other people caught in the crossfire? So, yeah, it's a very, 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 very dark gray dilemma, regardless of how you look at it. So on one hand, I get where Hugo would be coming from, but at the same time, I also get where Lycaon's coming from. It's like, man's got to know his limitations, that sort of thing.
I do not mean to pass judgment on him and his decision, but I refuse to accept a partner who is willing to trample over other people's lives for their own desires. Perhaps his family left a mark on him that continues to influence him to this day. In any case, Hugo still has the sacrifice core. We should contact the mayor to plan our next moves.
Call goes through immediately.
A pleasure to speak with you again. Lycaon has already filled me in on Mockingbird stealing the sacrifice core. I'll deal with it.
Anything else we can do to help? I mean, we didn't manage to complete our mission.
No. You've done well. It's just not appropriate for you to get involved in what's to come.
I mean, we're already involved anyway. You might as well let us.
We've been through far more dangerous situations. Plus, we've dealt with Mr. Mockingbird before, so maybe we could help you.
Really, I appreciate your kindness. It's just... Very well. Seeing people I know I can trust, I'm going to be frank. Not long ago, I received a letter declaring criminal intent.
Sir.
Lycaon, I know you don't want to place them in danger. I feel the same way. However, I believe they deserve to know the truth. That letter threatened to use a sacrifice to take vengeance against the entire city of New Eridu.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean by vengeance?
I believe the person, or the organization, who sent the letter is planning to use the sacrifice to mount a large-scale attack against the city. Everything we've uncovered so far seems to support this hypothesis. As you know, the sacrifice's true power is a mystery and cannot be controlled if anyone attempts to use it as a weapon.
Did you already have breakfast or lunch or?
Getting interrupted. Replay that all again.
I believe the person, or the organization, who sent the letter is planning to use the sacrifice to mount a large-scale attack against the city. Everything we've uncovered so far seems to support this hypothesis. As you know, the sacrifice's true power is a mystery and cannot be controlled if anyone attempts to use it as a weapon. This is no small issue. If this gets out, it'll send the public into a panic. Please promise me you'll keep things confidential.
Then let us help out. We can do our part too.
But it's like I said before. It'll be too dangerous for you. Whichever way you look at it, you're still citizens of New Eridu, and as mayor, it's my duty to protect you. Plus, Carol would be furious with me if I put you in danger. If she were still around. Anyway, I'm not at liberty to discuss this matter any further. Please rest assured that we will handle things properly as the administrative authority of New Eridu.
That's right. Master Proxy, please trust us.
So that'll be all for today. Goodbye for now.
So now we know the history of Lycaon and Hugo. So Hugo went nuts, and Lycaon wanted no more part with Mockingbird as a result. Can't say I blame him too much. Just seeing if anything side mission related is showing up. Probably not. Doesn't look like it. Wise, although the mayor and Lycaon seem reluctant to let us get involved in this matter, we can investigate on our own. That's right, the warning letter's true. This is a major issue concerning the safety of New Eridu. Sacrifice, Exaltus, Bringer, there might be a deeper secret behind all of this. It could even be related to our teacher. No matter what, we can't just sit back and do nothing. But before that, let's make time to go over tactics properly. For now, let's call it a day. Feels like too much has happened. By the way, Wise, did you notice Hugo's Mockingbird disguise seems to be just a mask? I noticed. Seems to be enough to conceal his whole identity, though. Sounds like that sounds a lot like a certain classic character's glasses. Superman? Alright, no more jokes. Let's take some time to rest. After a sweet, refreshing sleep, you feel reinvigorated. Wise, let's discuss how we're going to investigate the Exaltists. Let's start by investigating Bringer. Yeah, that's what I think too. Commissioner's hasty closure of the case seems a bit suspicious. We should definitely find Zhu Yuan and get more information first. I'll go investigate at PubSec. Alright, I'll leave it to you then. I'll also gather some information on Internaut. Take care and come back soon, Wise. I could do that. Or I could take a break and come back tomorrow with more. I could go further, but... I don't know. I really don't know. Well, I don't know, really. I'm tempted to continue, but I think I want to stop it right here and continue tomorrow. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it off here and then continue tomorrow with the next part, because I think this is a good enough amount of story stuff so as not to drag on too long. So I'm gonna cut part 91 here and then continue most likely tomorrow. I think that's what I'm gonna do, so that way I have a little I have everything plotted out a bit more. In the meantime, I'll probably go and grind for more polychrones from doing missions I missed, or doing, you know, these challenge versions of past stuff, whichever works. I think I'm gonna do that. So, yeah, we attended the auction, and we fought Hugo and learned the full backstory of him and Lycaon, although I don't think we ever got we did not get an answer as to what happened to Lycaon. We know something bad really happened that cost him an eye and both his legs, but we did not see what caused it. But we do know that there was the fallout where Hugo went crazy and Lycaon basically said, you know what, screw you, I'm not gonna put up with this if this is how you're going to act. So, yeah, more backstory, and we ran into Vivian for the first time too, so we're seeing some good progress, I think, but I have work in about 2 hours, and I'd rather not push it. So I'm going to cut it off here, do some grinding off screen at my own pace, and then I'll be back with more story time tomorrow. So thank y'all for who watched, and I'll be back later.